G'day everyone, guess where we are? Risen Flour. We decided to come down and have a look at the full range and grab a few things so we can continue our bread making journey. I thought you guys might be interested in seeing what they have, which is a lot. We've got a full range of banitons, baking trays. I'm really thinking seriously about getting one of these that you can open up. So cook your sourdough loaf in there and then take the lid off. That looks really handy. But we do want some dark malt for the rye bread that we'll be making, so got one over there. And maybe we'll come back and get some banitons. But looking at the range of flour, this is going to be hard to choose from. We've got rice flour, lupin flour. Now this is one I do want to try, I think. They make a Mediterranean tomato bread mix, which sounds really, really nice. So I think we might grab one of those. What do you think, camera person? No, she doesn't like tomatoes. We won't get that one. What about crusty chili bread? Could throw some olives in. I'm going to get that for Mum and I then. So we're going to get one of those, and I'll probably put in some of our black Kalamata olives that we grew. So that's one. North African bread. That sounds interesting. And they don't just do bread. Down here, we have got pancake mix. And I think the camera person likes pancakes.
Yeah.
We'll get one of those as well. Okay, I still want it. Yeah, we've got tomato bread. Let's pop these over here. And continue on. Brioche. Focaccia. Dark Viking rye mix. That sounds interesting. One of the main reasons we came down is we've used all of our strong white flour. So we're going to get a big bag of that. It's only $16.50, so it's a good value. There's lots of things I've never heard of. Coruscating white flour. So I'm hiding from the lady curmudgeon. I think I overspent. We're back from Risen Flour, and we got lots of goodies. Not everything I wanted, because there was too much and we would have just sat in the cupboard too long. So what have we got? I hear you ask. I don't hear you ask because you're over there and I'm over here, but I'll pretend I hear you ask. Well, curmudgeon camera person loves pancakes, so we got pancake mix. So this is all ready. All we need to do is add an extra large egg, buttermilk and some vanilla extract if we'd like to. So that'll be interesting. We buy, what's it called? We buy the shake and mix pancake stuff. Yeah. Just to save time, but I think that will be much, much nicer. We also, because we really had a lot of success with this, bought the big bag, and I'll get this out of the way, the big bag of strong white flour, because this is what we use most of with the sourdough and other breads. So we got the 5 kilo bag. I'll pop the price for that up there. It's not that expensive, really. It's actually quite competitive. What else did we get? We got this, which is 60 grams of rye starter. Eric gave us this for free. Very kind of him. So we're going to start another rye only starter, because he said I shouldn't be mixing the feedings. I should be sticking to one thing on the starters. So this will be rye only. So we got the rye flour for that. Thank you, Eric. Nice freebie. He also gave us the bag, by the way, which is also very kind of him. What else did we get? Well, I like rye bread, and dark malt goes well in rye bread. So we bought a little tub of dried dark malt to go in our rye bread. Told you we bought a lot. Now, I wanted this, but the camera person didn't. And this is a herby tomato bread mix. All we need to do is add the yeast and water to it, I believe. And that's it. And it's meant to be nice and herby and garlicky and tomatoey. So that's what I'm really looking forward to having, even though one other person isn't. You got your pancake mix. Still a couple more to go. This one's really interesting. It was recommended by Eric, and it's North African bread mix. He says this goes really well with meat if you're not a vegetarian, but it probably tastes good anyway. And it's got sesame seeds, nigella seeds in it as well. So that will be an interesting one. Not sure what flour it's got in it. It's got wheat, seminola. So it's seminola flour. So there we go. That's going to be an interesting one to make. And last, but definitely not least, because again, this was a camera person's choice. And it's a brioche mix. Now, what's the difference between normal bread and brioche? Sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be a really, like a sweet, buttery
sort
of bread. We like have brioche French toast and stuff.
That's right, because it's got wheat flour, sugar, egg, and skim milk, canola oil, salt, soy, flour. So it's got egg and sugar and milk, which is what makes it different. So there we go. Again, I will show you. Free bag. We'll be running around with this, showing it off. Thank you, Eric and Jan. We had a wonderful time out at your wonderful shop, just nice and local to us. Bought enough flour to last us a day or two. I think it'll last us longer than that. But if you're in the East Vic Park area, you're into bread making, really, really strongly recommend. Drop in, have a look what they've got. This is only a tiny bit of their range. We'll be back to get some different ones and try those out as well. I'm going to do a little short when I make this up and see how it goes compared to our amateur attempt of the starter, that is, and feed it nothing but rye. Which bread should we make first? Let me know in the comments. Enjoy life, and I'll catch you in the kitchen.